Hey everyone, it's day one, week one of the LCS Spring Split 2024. I'm joined right now by Blabber after a very long pause. Of course, this coverage brought to you by Alienware. Blabber, what was the deal with the pause?
So honestly, I don't know why they paused when the game was already over. I mean, I would do the same, but it is frustrating. Not frustrating, it is unfortunate. They paused because all 10 of us actually, we had like a packet loss. When Talia walled, like we all had packet loss, and we like teleported on our screen. That's why there was a pause. But then the pause got longer because they were trying a new Chrono Break, so they didn't really know what they were doing, I guess.
Okay.
And then also, JoJo's computer his monitor turned black.
Yeah.
And then Palafox or Energy side, their comms were also messed up, so it took longer because we had more issues arise during the pause.
Yeah. So a new Chrono Break. Because what was funny is at one point in time on the broadcast, I'm sure you didn't hear this, they're like, we hear the Chrono Break is at 50%.
Yes.
And so people were like, wait, what does it mean when you're like halfway through a Chrono Break? Like you're halfway there.
I don't know. Probably just means they're like loading.
Okay.
Like it's like when you're updating your game, like half of the patch is downloaded. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
I guess.
Weird. Okay. How did you guys deal with that?
So we weren't allowed to talk for the first 15 minutes. Pretty hard for our team.
Yeah.
We're big talkers. And then, then we made a plan for the game for about 5 minutes after let us talk. But then there's still another 20 minutes after that. So we started like shit posting. JoJo was spamming all chat, obviously, with random things.
Yeah.
They wanted to throw hand warmers back and forth. The refs did not allow it, unfortunately. But yeah, we kind of were just like talking about random stuff, not really about the game.
So you guys said, can we throw hand warmers back and forth? You asked for permission, and the refs were like, nah.
Yeah, they denied us permission. I know, it would have been fun.
Yeah. We got to bring fun back to the LCS, Mark. How much do you blame Mark for not being able to throw hand warmers?
Right now, I blame Mark for all the problems, even the pause today. Not sure. I feel like it's Mark's idea to have a new Chrono Break.
Yes.
I don't know why. The old one would have been way faster.
Yeah.
So.
Classic Mark. Okay, so this, all these years I have used Skype on Hotline League for video, and I was already shit on. But sometimes the old tech is the thing that you need to use. Mark comes in after yelling at me about Skype forever, comes up with this new Chrono Break, and now suddenly we have all these issues. So there you go. All right, you guys did a pretty good number on NRG, and it was funny because before this, there were some power rankings that were coming out, and people were like, "Oh man, NRG getting disrespected again." They win, and they still get disrespected. They do so well at Worlds, they still get disrespected. Do you think, what do you think of that, especially in light of the fact that you guys just beat them?
To be honest, I don't take too much from these games. NRG's never been like a regular season team. Even like when they weren't winning, they were still like pretty deadly in the playoffs. Yeah. So I think that they'll ramp up. However, I do think Ignar was really important to their team. So I think it'll take time for them to implement Huhi. I think Hui's good, but it's like, I thought Ignar was a big like playmaker for them.
Yeah. What's it been like working with JoJo?
It's been really good. We've been getting along really well. We've been duoing. He's really good, and he's really receptive to feedback. So it's been super nice.
Yeah. That's awesome. So he's really receptive to feedback. Has there been any point in time where he's not? Because I think people have this idea that JoJo's got a huge ego, and so whenever you say he's really receptive to feedback, I think a lot of fans would be surprised to hear that.
He does have a huge ego, but sometimes you can put the ego aside. I mean, our team has a lot of big egos. So sometimes they'll clash, but it's like we all want to win in the end. So we're just trying to improve, and he's a good teammate. So it's been nice working with him.
How does this team feel different from last year's team?
I mean, I think that last year we had a lot more conflict among our team. I think this year, even though we have conflict, it's more healthy conflict. I feel like last year there was too many emotional arguments where it wasn't even about the game anymore. You're just being emotional, and it wasn't becoming helpful. And then it kind of just gets worse and worse. And then obviously at international events, when you start losing, it it snowballs. So I think it's been a lot better with this team. Although I will say we just only been playing together for 2.5 weeks. So if we're already at each other's throats, that would be a problem.
Yeah. Have there been C9 rosters in the past where you guys were at each other's throats by this point?
No, never.
So the jury's still out.
Yes, correct.
Okay. So do you remember in like maybe July of last year, we were sitting upstairs in the press room, and I was asking you what you thought about the idea of playing on the live patch.
I remember, yes. I was watching a game, lounging. That was better than the rain, Travis, just letting you know.
I remember, it's fine. I remember when you said Cloud9. I'm trying to put you under the clouds.
Okay. Oh, that's smart.
I remember when you talked in that interview and you're like, I don't like this.
Okay.
That's a bad idea. People shouldn't do it. I may have been talking to somebody at the time who had that idea.
Okay.
And that might have been why I asked you. And so I'm curious now that it's been implemented. Yeah.
Fucking Mark.
What do you think now that it's been implemented? Has your mind changed on it all? I mean, obviously it's like you still haven't really experienced it in some ways, but
I don't really care. The biggest thing that I'm not worried about, but like will be interesting when new champions get released, because like we're gonna be playing the new champions much sooner than the other regions, and also I've never played with like new champions being available within like a week or two. You know what I mean? I've always had like 2 or 3 or 4 weeks even to prepare a new champion. So this is gonna be like a new change.
I think maybe they changed it, but I remember hearing when they were implementing this that champions would still be locked because that's like a global rule.
Oh, okay. Then it'll be fine.
Okay.
I think like the change is like nice and not nice in different ways. Like it's nice that people who watch us play can just play those champs, not be like, oh, Static Shiv LeBlanc, it's completely gutted on my patch,
Sure.
But also it's like, NA, the West, they like to copy the LCK, LPL players.
Yeah.
We won't be able to watch them ahead. We're going to have to innovate ourselves.
Is that a good thing?
I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But, some people like to copy.
Yes.
I'm not a copier.
Okay.
Well, sometimes I am.
Yes. Okay. I mean, you copy strategically, not blindly, maybe.
Some people copy blindly.
I'm saying you. I'm trying to help you out.
Oh, me?
Because you said you copy sometimes.
No, I copy blindly too sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, there goes. I was trying to give you that lifeline, and you did not take it. Other than that, what do you think about drafting off stage? This was the first time you did it, right?
I don't actually know, like, the drafting off stage thing, I think it's a fine thing. I just don't really like it because I'm someone who listens to music before my match. But I'm not allowed to listen to music after we do draft. So, like, I can't really get myself in the mood that I'm used to, which is pretty frustrating. And also, I don't think it's that great that you have, like, 20 minutes to half an hour, with pauses, like an hour maybe, to talk about your level 1s, your team calls with your coach, because that's not going to happen in playoffs and at Worlds and MSI. But I do really like the extra, like, the downtime. It's lessened by a lot. I think that's super nice. So it's like there's pros and cons, and I think like LCS needed a change anyways. So I think this is a good direction regardless.
What if they inverted it? Where it's like, okay, you guys can't talk about anything. We make sure that you guys aren't talking about anything, but you can listen to music or stuff. You can do things that are not related to the game.
I mean, I think that's fine, but like you should be like talking with your teammates. I think is fine because like they're on there with you, right? But like, it's also hard because we don't also talk that much like when we're drafting, because we know we have time after. We're just drafting our champs. So, I mean, I would like to listen to music. Yeah. That would be the one change I would implement for myself. Sure. Everything else is like talking to coach, but both teams could do it. It's like whatever, It's like,
I mean, I only asked because you a second ago said you didn't like that you could talk to the coach, and now you're saying it's whatever.
I mean, I don't like it, but both teams are doing it, so it's not actually that bad.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. But it doesn't mirror like playoffs and worlds and stuff.
Yes, that's why I think it's bad because it's not what's going to happen in the future. Yeah. But like, if everyone was doing it, it's like fine,
Well, hopefully other regions copy us.
I mean, NA is the innovators.
Yes. I meant obviously, hopefully on the Rift as well. But I also meant like maybe soon you will go to MSI where you will draft off stage or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah. All right.
With the music.
Yeah. I'll bring it up with Mark. Okay. Other than that, anything you want to say to the fans out there?
Thanks, guys. Travis is putting me to work for this video, holding this umbrella, so make sure to watch it. But yeah, appreciate you guys supporting LCS, and C9 is going to win this year. Yeah.
This is 2024. We all have to pitch in, For everyone else, you can check out the rest of my coverage of all things League right here on my YouTube channel. It's a new year, and not only does that mean a new season of the LCS, but it also means new Alienware products. You gotta check out the new Alienware M16R2. It just got announced, and this notebook is beautiful. The M16R2 has been redesigned to be 15% smaller than its predecessor. It comes with up to an NVIDIA RTX 4070 GPU, and it's easier to travel with while still keeping your system cool while gaming with its new Cryotech thermal design for more efficient cooling. It has a stealth mode, allowing you to turn off RGB lighting and turn performance to quiet mode for more chill environments with a simple keyboard command. Thanks to Alienware for sponsoring this video, and be sure to check out the M16R2 in the description.